Yo, chat, what it do? What it do? How is everybody doing? Here we are yet again, another back to back, another brand new World Series edition of 27 outs. And as always, of course, I am Ivan alongside my partner in crime here, Stefan. By the way, I gotta ask you guys, because listen, I'm putting myself out there. I gotta be honest. Did anybody ever find out if game 3 actually ended? Because I knocked out at 1 a.m., bro. I ended up waking up earlier today. I found out that the game went to like almost 3 in the morning. Stefan, I know you got something to say already, please, because I didn't see the whole thing.
I was up. Why you think you got the Instagram story? Phone on D&D. Do not call till after 2 o'clock.
I saw.
I was up till 3 in the morning. I ain't playing. I'm not playing. If there's a baseball game to be played and I'm physically able to watch it, what sleep? I sleep when the season ends.
By the way,
Hell
shout
no.
out to everybody who was here with us last night till I think we were on till midnight, right? Just about. And we had a
12:30
couple
damn
of you
near.
guys who were still rocking with us. Shout out to you guys. So pull up again, and of course, make sure you guys share this stuff, man, because we're coming down to the last couple of episodes when it comes to baseball content up until the off season, of course, and even then, we're gonna have some days when things aren't gonna be as consistent as they are. Uh, Especially right now, this is like more than ever.
12:30 damn near. We got off here at, I think I saw 12:25.
It was
And
basically a 3-hour show.
little did we know we had another 3 hours left. They played another full game when we got
If you really think about it, they basically played when
two
it comes
nine
to
inning
time,
games. 2 9 inning games, which
two
is
games.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way, yo, that Dodger reliever that came in and held it down those last few innings
four
last night,
innings.
yo, that he did the Lord's work on a random Tuesday night. That was
You know, he
insane.
he was actually I was reading he was the last guy in terms of like being a reliever that was available because they were looking to go to Yamamoto. Yamamoto at some point had gotten up. I saw in some of these highlights.
He
I was
pitched an
like, this
inning.
dude is an animal.
Yo, Chernobyl. If the Dodgers win, he's World Series MVP. Just because of that, it's between him and Shohei.
Yeah, I was gonna
Because
say
how
we
many
can't we
people?
can't we can't forget about Shohei
Because
now.
how many? No, but think about it. How many people in that position would have gotten up and say, "Yo, I'll take the ball for an inning"? They'd have been like, "No, I'm going home."
I think an American pitcher in that
That's
case would have came up with
crazy,
an
bro.
excuse.
Now Nathan Eovaldi did it a couple years back. So Nathan Eovaldi is the closest one I've seen to this, but that's incredible, dog. In the presence of mind to do that, knowing you had nothing left, you know, because I don't think they wanted to go to Snell in that spot. I don't think they would have wanted to go to anybody else. So for Yamamoto to shoulder the responsibility is kind of insane. You saw Sasaki's face in the dugout when Yamamoto walked up to the interpreter and told Dave Roberts, "Yo, I could give you an inning." And Yamamoto's face was like, "Dig."
Crazy.
And Sasaki did the same. Sasaki was like, I can't believe that, bro.
Yeah.
You just threw like 100 pitches the other day. And you out here saying you good, you could give him a couple innings? That is crazy. Listen, speaking of great performances so far, I know, I know,
Oh, King Cash, you hit nice and early,
you
bro.
here early, brother. By the way, new chat outline, guys. I played around with some of the settings, so if it looks a little different tonight, that
I
is
like
why.
it. I'm feeling it.
You know what I mean? Um, Yeah, no, and credit these guys. They understand what's at stake. You trying to win a championship. You're not really trying to sit here and play around and say, well, tomorrow, let's see what happens tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lose now, Shohei's limping, foul the ball directly off his knee.
How does he do this, man?
Oh, off the
Honestly, like
shin.
he he's got to be the most exhausted player on that field right now.
Yo,
I don't
dog.
think there's anyone at Dodger Stadium right now who can be as tired as he is.
And mind you, he was on base 8 times yesterday. All that running the bases, just being able to be on base. You got to run, you got to stop, you got to start, and then you pitching tonight too. Like I love his response after the game ended. Like, nah, I plan on going to bed as soon as we get out of here. I want to get as much sleep as I possibly can. because that brother did yeoman's work yesterday.
They were talking about him and how much he likes sleep and how sleep is, one of those top priorities for Otani.
You have to.
Apparently he likes to get around 10 to 12 hours of sleep. That
You
man
have.
can sleep.
Nah, you have to because,
The 10 hours I understand, but 12 hours at that point, that's like half the
dude,
day. But at the same time,
to do what
the
he
12
does.
hours that he puts into just being a human on this planet is beyond what anybody else does. Straight up.
Listen, if anybody ever asks, yo, can I get 12 hours? If any human being's entitled to get 12 hours of sleep, it's him. It's him. He's
Yeah.
entitled. And listen, look, the guy is just we were talking about it real quick before we came on. He might be the greatest. Not might be. He is the greatest baseball player to ever live. What a pitch by Shane Bieber. Got him. Uh you're talking about a guy that's doing this at a high level, right? Who doesn't complain, who doesn't say, no, I'm good, who goes out there and just does his job.
He smiles about everything.
He
Like,
loves it.
whenever something is about Otani, he's there or he overhears something, he's always smiling.
And here's the other thing. You know what's crazy to say? Yeah, D-Rails was good, bro. You in here early.
Yep.
I think this is the thing I've come to appreciate that there are not many people in the game as gifted as he is to be able to do what he does. Because remember, last year when he didn't pitch, he went 50-50. And that was him just being an offensive machine. Now, combine that with the fact that you're throwing 100.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you're doing everything else that he does on the field on top of throwing 100, being a quality starter, giving your team innings. This dude it's almost like there's levels to this, right? Like we marvel
Right.
at Judge, we marvel at Trout when he was younger. We would marvel at guys like Barry Bonds. Like if we marvel at them, what do you say about him? What do you say about him? Because not only is he handling the American media so well, like he always says the right thing when he does get interviewed,
Right.
right? But he also understands, yo, I have the pressure of an entire other stratosphere on me that I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it feels like the world. I can only imagine.
That is,
You
I
know what's
can't even
crazy too?
fathom, bro.
They say that he actually prefers pitching over hitting. Pitching is what he's been doing that basically his entire
That's
life.
Listen. Well, if hitting is your secondary, I want to see what you hate doing on the field, brother. You know what
No,
I mean?
I want to know what else are you good at? Because if you're that good at pitching and hitting, like there's got to be something else that Otani could do.
Yo, his hand-eye coordination is insane. To be able to do what he does on a
King Cash,
nightly
I agree
basis.
with you, bro. You see this comment here by King Cash?
What we
Says
got?
Mookie needs to wake up. This is the worst time to go cold. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Freddie Freeman, obviously, he's alive now. Otani, you always got to be afraid of him. But Mookie Betts, when it comes to like the big three, he's been the odd man out, I would say, unfortunately.
Yo, good to see you too, bro. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, bro. He's the closest thing I've seen to MJ. You know what I mean? Like Mike was like when you talk about Mike won. Think about this, bro. He won a scoring title and defensive player of the year in the same year. That's like saying you dominated both parts of the court in the same year, and he went crazy. And nobody talks about that year because they didn't win a championship. But
Right.
young Mike is this equivalent. We love Tom Brady, but Tom Brady never played defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like what he's doing, and mind you, he just went 4 for 4 with 2 homers in a World Series game and got walked 4 times and is on the mound throwing a masterpiece right now. I know he gave a home run up to Vladdy, but Vladdy's cotton everybody this postseason.
That's all right. It happens.
So
It happens to the best of him.
I'm not even feeling bad, but the fact that you're in a 2-1 game and in the back of his mind, he knows, yo, I got to get as deep as I possibly can. The bullpen needs a break. We used everybody last night. I
Right.
gotta try and get into the seventh, maybe even the eighth if I can, because if I can, then that sets us up for not only the rest of today, but tomorrow as well.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a killer, man. Like I know we're talking about today being the game after the 18 innings that they played last night, or should I say earlier today, because it really finished this morning.
Yeah, I mean,
But he's looking good so far. Like the fact that Otani is still in this game, 6 innings,
yeah.
like hopefully he's able to give him at least one more. 7 would be huge for sure.
I mean, you would hope so, considering the idea that you don't know how good he feels either, how fresh his legs are after being on the bases for as long as he was last night. He just threw a nasty forcing fastball that ate Boba Shed up. That swing was disgusting. You seen that swing, bro? He's like he's chopping down wood with
It's
that
coming up
swing.
now.
He just ate him up on the inside corner. Man, that's nasty, bro. That is nasty, bro. Wow. And then I'm gonna throw a curveball at you that's gonna jelly leg you real quick. That's not fair, man. Like if I'm sitting in the batter's box, like hold on, you can't jelly leg me and then turn around and then throw 98 like inside of my hands. Bo Bichette,
Almost. Almost. Off the bat, it looked like it was going further.
He looked like he caught that. That's what I'm saying. He looked like that ball, like he got it square, man.
You
I
know what it
mean,
is, and I catch on to this right away. It's the camera angles. Those camera angles, sometimes, man, they would have you thinking the ball is damn near leaving the stadium, and it's
yeah,
right at the track.
like that ball ain't going. No, the ball that got me yesterday was the ball that Will
Will
Smith hit
Smith,
in the
yeah.
13th. I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then it died at the track. But they do say at night there's a marine layer in Los Angeles that the ball doesn't fly the deeper you get into the night.
Yeah.
What a play by Otani. That ball just came back at his face and he just gloved it with no problem.
Even Freeman, before he actually hit the walk-off, there was a previous at-bat. I forget what inning it was. He went pretty far out to center field, but it was, just a
He
tad
just
off.
missed it. He just missed it. Yeah. Freddie's another one that we got to start talking about. Like, we talk about those clutch players. He's one of them.
Freddie Freeman, he's a Hall of Famer to me.
Oh, we know that, but I'm talking about the guys you don't want to see up in a big spot. He's one of those guys
Mm-hmm.
that if the game's on the line, you don't want to see him. And you know what I'm saying? It's listen, I don't want to be a manager tonight, I'll tell you that much. King Cash with an interesting question though. If the Falcons and Seahawks close those games, would you still say Brady is the GOAT? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, to be able to say you got to 9 Super Bowls and you won 7 or 10 Super Bowls and you won 7 of them, I think that qualifies as GOAT status. I don't know if that's necessary. And I'm not disqualifying your question. It's an interesting question, but I still think he did win him. You know what I'm saying? So I think we have to also put that in its proper context. But yeah, Shohei's a freak, bro. We're watching perhaps one of the trailblazers of the game. Like this guy is not what he's doing in the modern era with social media on 1,000. Everything you do amplified, criticized, scrutinized, and this dude is just going out there like it's a regular summer day. That's pretty impressive
Yeah,
stuff.
he's almost, listen, none of us are perfect, right? But I
Shohei,
think
that
the closest thing
sweeping.
to perfect, Otani is that. He has to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially when you think of an athlete. Like I know for years now we've been watching LeBron, and listen, LeBron is still, I'm amazed at how great he's been for this long now, right?
listen,
But the fact that Otani is pitching, he's hitting, and he handles himself so well off the field too,
it's kind of crazy. And also, you got to understand too, it's it's not even that. It's also the responsibilities of having to deal with the media in Japan, having to deal with sponsorships in Japan, having to like when you're not playing in the game, you got to go here, you got to run there, you
It's
got to
like
see
living two lives. I kind of feel like he has a life here in America, which is
and
with the
a
Dodgers,
and
and
then
he
a
got a
life
whole
here in
completely
Japan,
different life in
which is
Japan.
crazy. Yeah, you're right. Wasn't today's
They weren't debating on paying him. I think at one point they weren't meeting where Vladdy, I think, wanted to
yeah.
be at,
Listen, well, they came to the right agreement.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like everybody's happy with that relationship, but Vladdy's another one, man. You talking about the guys at this level that when they do this at this level, I saw that 7 home runs for him this postseason, dog. 7 home runs. That's like Giancarlo last year. That's like Otani now. What's Otani at? 6 home runs?
Altani, I'm
7?
gonna be honest. I don't even know what his numbers are anymore. They might be that good,
Son. Because
I don't know.
you said on the show yesterday he had 6 yesterday.
Yeah, I
So
believe
he
so.
hit
Yeah,
2 yesterday. So he
that's
got to be
8.
at 7 or 8 maybe.
Right.
Craziness. Craziness. And here's the thing that's more insane about it is it's not like it's a loud 8. I mean, that 3 home run game against Milwaukee, that's kind of loud. The 2 home runs yesterday was kind of loud. But the other 3, like he hit a home run in Toronto when it was a blowout. You know what I'm saying? I think he hit one in the Brewers series. I don't know if he went deep against Philly, but 8 home runs in the playoffs is kind of nuts, bro.
Hmm.
That's like some Carlos Beltran Houston Astros 2004 bag. Like Carlos Beltran was on a heater that year, which is I don't even know what planet Carlos Beltran was from that postseason.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
that. Yeah, that was I think it was the Astros who acquired him from the Royals in the second half, right?
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, that's the contract that got him paid with the Mets. But what people don't know is Carlos Beltran was almost a Yankee.
Well,
They
in his
don't.
early days, because he
He,
did play, but later.
no, but I'm talking about young prime Carlos Beltran was almost a Yankee.
Hmm. I didn't know that. I never heard about it.
But George was loyal to Bernie and didn't want to, push Bernie out the door. But yeah,
He
prime Carl.
basically did because Bernie wasn't even there for long after anyway.
I know, but like the two what ifs would have been Vladdy and Beltran. Vladdy and Beltran would have been the Yankees center and right field for like the when the year they had Bobby Abreu and they did the Bubba Crosby. That I think about that, I'm like, damn, that infield would have. I mean, that outfield would have been crazy.
Yeah, and they
Speaking of
still made the playoffs regardless, too.
yeah, but speaking of crazy performances, can we show some love to Shane Bieber right now? That's a big boy performance right now. Now it could all change if he hit one out. If somebody hits one out, but boy, is he putting the you know what I mean? Does he understand the assignment? As we speak, we got 2 people warming up.
He's barely pitched this season, and for him to be pitching the way that he has been for the Blue Jays in just this month alone is insane. That ricocheted off Vladdy there.
Yeah. Second time we seen that. He won a ball ricocheted off his glove yesterday too, right?
No, that was off Freeman.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. The outs that these dudes were making at third yesterday, both teams. I'm like, yo, anybody want to put up a stop sign?
Yeah,
Kind of
that could have.
crazy.
I don't want to be the guy who points out like, oh, this is the thing and here's why, but I kind of feel like that costed them. Maybe the
Oh
Blue
yeah.
Jays could have actually won sooner instead of that game going as long as it did.
I'm sidebarring this real quick. This guy Jalen Brunson has 30 points, and it's the third quarter against the Bucks on the road in Milwaukee.
Wow.
This guy Jalen Brunson is
What's the score?
they're tied at 87.
Damn it, he got 30? What's going on?
He had 23 at the half.
Right.
He's going crazy right now. They're going to get him. Are they going to get him? Is John Schneider going to keep him in this ball game?
Nah, it looks like they're just chatting.
Mm.
Yep, he's staying in.
Wow.
I ain't mad at it.
Let's answer your first question first. Now that if
They have to. You have to. And not only because of, being in the World Series now, the moment you committed to Vladdy for as long as you did.
yeah, you got to keep that window for open for as long as you possibly can.
Right.
That's why expect them to be more aggressive now. You just got to the series. The Yankees are a year older. Everybody in division's a year older. So I would assume that they would be going for the kill. base hit Teoscar, runners on first and second.
And the good thing is too, they're showing that with their actions. Like the
Yeah.
Blue Jays have actually had meetings with some of these free agents who we've all been waiting to find out where they would land.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in their case, guys decide to go elsewhere, but I think they'll be able to land a guy or two.
Listen, you just got to the series with a pitching staff that's okay. It's not great. It's not nothing to write home about.
If they
You,
add on to that, man, ooh wee.
if you get a guy like a frontline guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who the frontline guy would be, but if you were to acquire some starting pitching, where I'm like, hold up, this looks different now.
The best starting pitcher, I think this offseason might be, I could be wrong. Maybe Ranger Suarez. I don't know if there's better than that I know of. I'm not sure.
We got to look at the list because I haven't really
Yeah.
compiled all my free agency stuff yet. I'll start doing that here during the
Hmm.
break. I'll start going through the process and compiling who I think can be on the list. But you know who I think could fit well there? Framba Valdez.
Okay.
Framba Valdez can fit very well in Toronto because it's
Yeah.
not it's not a small ballpark, but it's not a big ballpark. Like it's kind of medium size, and you still have the fast AstroTurf, which fielders can get to balls a little easier. He's going to throw the ball on the ground a lot. The one thing I would say is your infield defense has to remain top tier in order for that to make sense. So if they were to do that and they were to go in that direction, you would think that Toronto would, probably keep Boyd short. Your infield defense would have to be a little sharper. I'm a fan if they're able to make it happen. So, um, if you're Toronto, you have to do a number of things. Like if I'm Toronto, I love the idea of going to sign Kyle Tucker. Like I said yesterday, I think that would you know boost that lineup a little bit. Because not only do you want to stake your claim to the rest of the American League, but you also want to say if you see the Dodgers again, our offense is much better next year than it is this year, and if we're all healthy, they're gonna be tough to beat.
You think the Blue Jays are going to be in on Tucker?
I would say so. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I would say so. Just because I don't believe that.
It's a lot of teams in on Tucker, man. You got what? The Blue Jays. You got the Cubs.
Yeah.
You got the Yankees. Who knows if the
I
Red
got I
Sox want
got
to
I
get
got the
involved?
Yankees on the periphery. I don't see the Yankees necessarily
I don't
doing
see
it.
it either, and I've been telling you that too. I don't see
I
it.
don't I agree with you. I don't see the Yankees making that move. The team that I can see making that move is the Red Sox. The Red Sox acquiring Kyle Tucker would be that'd be
That's
yeah.
scary. That's with
With,
what they already have.
with Roman and you bring
Yeah.
Bregman back and no.
And we've talked about, some of the young guys on their team. Imagine them now being a year older. You got a year of experience under your belt now.
Yeah, tough.
That ends up paying off.
Tough. Big spot in this game though. Runners on first and second, one out. Max Muncy popped it up.
What is with this first pitch? I don't understand this first pitch swing, especially with a new pitcher,
That you haven't really let him feel him out a little bit
and he's a lefty. I mean, come on, Max Muncy. I would have taken that pitch.
or tried to at least. This is an interesting question.
How many years? I'll tell you right now. How old is he? Let's see.
I would say he got at least 2 or 3 years left.
He's 33.
Two,
Early
3 years,
next season, he'll be 34. So let's say he's 34.
2 3 years left.
I give him 2. At this level right now,
Now,
I give him 2.
offensively, he's gonna hit till he's 40,
Right.
but he ain't gonna be in right field till he's 40. But he's gonna be this offensive monster until he retires. Because the way the dude tinkers with his mechanics at the plate, the way he deals with recognizing pitches, offensively, he's gonna be a problem until he's damn near done. Like the thing with him is I wonder like when his physical skills erode, how much smarter he becomes in terms of reading how pitchers are trying to get him out. Like that's the same thing I want to see with a guy like Otani. Like once your bat to ball skills kind of like erode, can you still get around on certain pitches?
Hold
Like,
on, I gotta ask you a question, man. Are you secretly saying that you can't wait until Judge and Otani are old, bro? I ain't ready for that.
no, but what I'm saying is,
No, I get
it's
what you're saying. Once you lose some bat speed,
yeah,
your legs don't feel how they once did. I understand.
it's almost like I compare it to like Poppy when Poppy was like 38, 39, 40. He was still offensively a machine, right?
Yeah,
So
his
it's like,
final year in the league was like MVP type. Like
didn't
you
he
don't
hit like
stop playing.
35 home runs and he had like almost 100 ribbies at that point?
It was like prime Big Poppy, honestly.
That's insane, bro. So like,
Yeah.
I wonder what a real decline from him looks
And
like at
he
that point.
left at that level.
Like, yeah, so I'm wondering, and I'm thinking out loud, like, if this is what your decline years look like, I wonder what happens if you get to Boston earlier, right? With them able to unlock you and some different things you had going. Like, if he gets to Boston earlier, Poppy might have like 700 homers right now.
Yeah, I think he would have flirted with it maybe.
It's crazy, you know? And the thing is, like, I look at Poppy like I look at Miggy, where Miggy got older and he got better. Because Miguel Cabrera
Well,
in
Mickey, he was good his entire career, bro. He
no, but
was
I'm
something else
talking
in Florida too.
when he was in my when he was with the Marlins, he was sick. But when he
Yeah.
got to Detroit, as he aged, his baseball IQ went up 1,000 points. Like,
Yeah,
this
the hitting
guy,
became something that you couldn't even pitch to.
he started like cutting you off at the pass, getting on the
Hmm.
inside corner, doing all types of like craziness.
Right.
As the Knicks are throwing the ball all over the court.
And
Cat,
also, so you got to remember, he finished his career with like 3,000 hits, right? Didn't he?
yeah.
So you got to be good from day one if you really think about it.
Listen, you knew he was gonna be good when he took Roger Clemens' Oppo bridge in Miami
I
during a
remember
World Series game
that.
and said, "Hold on, Rocket, you ain't Rocket no more, because I'm gonna take your 95 and turn it into dust." I mean, that guy, he was a freak when it comes to
Yo,
like,
that Marlins team. Now that you mentioned it, man, like
oh no,
looking back, because in
they
real
would
time they had a couple of guys that were young, a young
nah,
Josh
but
Beckett, a young AJ Burnett. But if you looking now, years later, how their careers turned out, they had a squad, man.
listen,
Yes,
Mike Lowell, Juan Pierre,
Juan Pierre was a very underrated player, man.
um, Juan Encarnacion, not Eddie, but Juan Encarnacion.
Were they were brothers, right? Were they? I'm not
I think they're
sure.
like cousins or something like that.
Cousins, okay,
Alex Gonzalez was the shortstop. Jeff
right?
Conine was in left field. They had, yo, didn't they have a young Dontrell Willis too?
They might have
That is crazy,
the
dog.
D train.
Yeah.
Dontrell Willis. I remember him obviously for watching baseball back then. But even if I didn't watch the game how I did, he's one of those guys you remember because of the
The
funky
leg
delivery.
kick. Yeah.
That delivery, you don't forget about that, man.
That leg kick, I thought he was gonna fall over. Every time he got to like the high point, you're like, damn, dog, you about to fall over. Hold on, wait.
How do
You
you
know what I
how
mean?
how do you even become a successful big leaguer pitching like that, man?
They don't teach you that, no.
Nah, the
Cause you
same way like Ichiro swing. That's not you
cause
don't teach guys that you swing at the ball running out of the box.
yo, this guy was playing cricket on a baseball field, bro. He was playing cricket on a baseball field. Some of the stuff you see Ichiro do
Ooh, that's
is
off the wall.
go,
Okay.
go, 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 go. Are they waving him?
Nah, second and third for the Blue Jays. No
Look
outs.
at the third base coach doing his job.
You have to pull him right now. You have to. He's got no outs.
And that was right down the middle, too. Who was it? Who else? Ernie Clement hitting a rocket somewhere. Who else?
I hope they don't keep him in here. Let's see.
I mean,
Second and third, no outs. I mean, he's got to come out at some point. Why not let it be now?
was anybody warming though? Because you didn't see anybody in the bullpen.
I'm not sure.
That's the thing. Like, we could say pull him, but who?
Oh,
yeah,
he's done.
Doc is
He's
coming to get
done.
him. Yeah, Doc's coming to get him. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they going with Banda.
It's about to be a 6-1 lead right now. Um, by the way,
That would be nuts. You see what he said here, King Cash? If the Blue Jays get Scooble,
if
that would be
Tariq Skubal goes to
crazy.
Toronto, yo, god damn.
Yo, I wouldn't even know what to say.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself, bro. I'd just be in the cut like, all right, bro, you won. You won, dog. You won. This Nick game is too close for my liking right now.
I see you. I see your reaction, bro. You all
Bucks up 3 going into the fourth quarter. This game is crazy. By the way, for all you youngins that look at me and Emilio and all the older heads that we're friends with, do yourself a favor and go watch that that monologue before this Nick Bucks game by Bob Costas. I felt like I was in the 90s all over again. That
I
was
know what you're talking
incredible.
about. I gotta watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
That was incredible. Yo, that made me want to run through the wall like I was playing in the game. That was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You see what they did there? They did that every game on NBC in the 90s. It always used to start with like a monologue of where the team was, who they were playing, what that team had, both with championship aspirations, if both teams were good. Like, yo, it was a movie. The
I
only
mean, it
thing
also goes to show how much NBC actually cares about the game of basketball, right? Because a company like ESPN could never.
they don't even know how to do that if it slapped them in the face. By the way, the other reason why I need this to end is because Michael's giving an MJ Excellence little clip to Mike Tirico after this Nick Buck game. So I need this to be over because the GOAT's talking at about like 11:15.
Or you want to see it live? That's
Yeah,
why.
I want to, Mike. It's
Yeah.
Mike, baby. You know what I mean? Like, if
I'm
it
gonna
was,
be honest. Like, I'm somebody who, and I don't know if I've shared this on the show with you guys. Like, I'm high. You know this about me, Stefan. I'm highly against social media, but with a show, I can never run away from it.
nah, we
But
can't.
I'm also thankful for it because there's a lot of things I don't catch live. So to be able to catch it like literally minutes after it happens, man, we gotta be thankful for these things.
Yo, dog. This is why I was talking to one of our
Like,
boys.
are you really missing out on it if you don't catch it live? Really think about it. Like, if you look at like Major League Baseball social media pages, like if somebody hits a home run, that
with
home
it
run is
within
up within like,
seconds. Yes,
yes.
yes. Like Freddie hit the home run, and like Four Sights had it. Like as soon as the ball landed, it was already on Twitter.
I was gone. I was knocked out. I didn't see it till I woke up.
You know, I stood up, bro. If anybody, the moment you saw the IG post, you had to know. This guy stood up till 3 in the morning.
I did see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured it was like, yeah, I think he stayed up for the full 18 innings.
I had to, because I was waiting for something insane like that to happen, or like for the game to end on like a bullshit call, like a balk or something like that. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
these World Series sometimes be ending funky ways.
They actually had referenced the Dodgers playing 18 innings also against the Boston Red Sox in that World Series.
You know what's
And that was
crazy?
also a game 3 too.
You know what's crazy? The same person that sung the national anthem that night sung it last night. The last time they went to 18 innings was game 3.
Mm-hmm.
Game 3 was last night. And they were both at Dodger Stadium. That last night was at Dodger Stadium.
Man, that lucky number 3, man. For those of you who like that number, I don't know what that means.
What
Go
that means,
play it. Go do whatever it is you want to do with that.
right? Yeah, what it means is go play that number right now.
Yeah.
Wow, what a stop by Will Smith to keep the ball in front of him. What a stop by Will Smith. Wow, 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 wow.
See, that's something right there.
First of all, he took it off the forearm, which can't feel good. Then you keep it in front of you, and he took it off the mask too. You got to be a different type of athlete to want to catch, man.
Yeah.
Catching is not for the weak.
Because
I don't want
in a
to.
way, you're also agreeing to getting beatings, especially when you got to do things like that.
And it's not even your own fault. You just catching strays just to catch strays because you back then.
Yeah, it comes with the territory of being a catcher.
What we got? We got 3-2. What's he about to do? Ooh, he looked like he was about to square that up, boy.
I don't think the Dodgers get out of this without allowing at least one more run. I think the Blue Jays are going to tack on
Toronto,
one
you got
more.
to score at least 2. You got to score two. You got to. You got to, because your bullpen's limited. You can't be in a one-run game late.
Right.
You got to put some distance between you and the scoreboard. Speaking of crazy, I just want to say this for the record, too, though. Shout out to John Smoltz and Joe Davis for calling that game. Like, if we were tired streaming it, imagine those brothers. You got back to the hotel about 1:30 LA time to get back up to do the base hit. Base hit. 1-run scores. 3-1 Dodgers. You called it.
Yeah.
You called it.
And I think there's more to come. Like you said, if the Blue Jays are gonna want to win this game and tie the series up 2 games apiece,
tack on. Yeah,
you gotta add on as much as you can.
Now is when your offense has to be relentless, because you already know the Dodgers. All it takes is one swing for them brothers to get right back in this thing.
That's true. Ray, what's going on? Shout out to you for joining us yet again.
Yeah. Big Ray, what's good, brother? How are you? And that was a good piece of hitting by Jimenez. Not doing too much, not trying to pull the ball, not trying to do, just trying to serve it the other way.
That's all you need from the guys that are at the bottom part of the lineup, bro. That's it. Just put the ball in play.
IKF, what I need you to do right now, I don't like that bunt attempt, and here's why. If you bunt it down the third base line, your run is a dead duck. They're coming straight home. If you're going to bunt it up the first baseline and have the first baseman feel the ball, so where he has to come either try and get you, because, running on the fly, like, I would try and bunt it more towards.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like the third baseman's still very close to the play, and if it's not down the line all the way, he can gun you out. And the other thing I'm going to tell you, because we've seen this early in these playoffs too, don't bunt it too close to the plate where the catcher can step on the plate and throw the first and get the double playoff.
Well, this is not a force out because it's first and third.
No, but we seen Kyle Raleigh tap the plate once. If the guy was coming down, you tap the plate, get that out, and then go to. But like you said, it has to be a force. There has to be a force on each base. Yeah. IKF, why do you swing?
We feel the same way, Ray. You see what he says? He says, hopefully they allow us to go to bed early tonight. Listen, man, I didn't go to bed. Well, Stefan, he already told you guys that he watched the whole game. I stood up for maybe like an extra 30, 45 minutes, and then I fell asleep. I couldn't watch the whole thing. But it sounds like I missed out on the ending of a classic, so there's that too,
I'm going to be honest. Are you surprised that I stood up till 3 a.m?
Nah, that sounds like you. I mean, you come alive at night, actually, anyway, so.
Listen, this show was born at 3 a.m. one night, so we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my insane brain. What a play! Did they double the ball? Got him! Wow! What a play!
That was nice.
Woo! This is why on a frozen rope like that, I feel helpless. If I'm the base runner, bro, first of all, that was a rocket. You can't hit it any harder.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get back? Did he get back, though? Did he get back? He's back. He's safe.
He's safe?
He's safe. I think he's safe, bro.
I got to see some more.
Hold on, wait.
Why would they show this angle? Freddie's foot is blocking. Really?
He's safe, bro. Hold on. He looks like he's safe, bro.
He's safe. He's safe. He is safe. His hand's is
back
on the bag first.
Yeah. Yo,
and the ball still hasn't actually gotten to the inside of Freeman's glove.
This is why I say
he is safe, so that's one out. I mean, still nice play by Max Muncy.
Yeah, but
man.
Sometimes these umpires, bro, they get too hyped up with the crowd and the crowd noise, and they want to make a call. Like, you can't feed off the crowd. You got to go by what you see. And sometimes I think these umpires, they human too, so they react to the stadium and the noise and the,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's got to be safe. He has to be.
He's safe by a mile.
There's no arguing that.
But just to have the heads up to say, I'm going to go to first on this, try and get you slipping.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
But now with one out, they're still in a good position because you still have runners on first and third.
Yeah. And this is where if you're Toronto, you got to think, yo, we got to get at least one more out of this. because Shohei's gonna come up again at some point. That top of the lineup's gonna come up again at some point, and Mookie ain't gonna be quiet forever. He's gonna have an impact on this game at some point. You have to
I think
believe
he will.
at some point in this series, whether it's tonight, tomorrow night, wherever we are, um, he's gonna have an impact. I'll say this though, like
Come on, these
that should
decisions have
not
to
be
come
that.
quicker.
It should not have to take that long to figure out whether
Yeah,
he was
come
safe or not.
on, man.
If you want to talk about speeding up the game, you could speed it up the game by doing this a little bit quicker. We've been
That's
here for
true.
like 5 minutes already.
We already made a decision ourselves,
Word up.
and they're still over there like, "Yo, what do you think? Should we overturn
Deliberating.
it?" Man, that was right at Muncie too, man.
So here's the thing I'm going to tell you too. He's lucky that he caught that ball. Like the ball caught him because they never tell you to get that close. Because if that ball's near your ear hole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that's one position I don't want to play. Third base in the big leagues, nah, not
that's
for me.
why they call it the hot corner.
Nope.
You gotta be hot defensively because if you ain't, it might catch you where you don't want it to.
No, not for me. Nope. Because if that ball hits you in the wrong spot, bro, that's your ear hole. Like that's your whole like. Nah, not for me. Nope.
Right.
I ain't that brave. Alejandro, Ty France is interesting here, and just watching the way the Blue Jays are approaching this George Springer thing, because this would have been the perfect time for George Springer if he's right. George Springer's not playing again in the series.
They haven't announced anything yet, though,
They're
right?
not going to because of gamesmanship. You don't want to give the Dodgers any sort of like, oh, he's done for the series. But from what it sounds like, they said it's a day to day, hour to hour thing. And I just think that if you're John Schneider, you don't want to give the what it was unintentional, but what a nice piece of hitting.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Well,
He didn't
one.
mean to do that, but that's how you get the job done in a big spot. You're just playing baseball. You're getting the ball to the bat and you're trying to, you know what I mean, make something happen. But nah, it feels like I hate to say it, but it feels like George Springer's done for the rest of the World Series. Because the thing I keep going back to is if you call the trainer out, that means that you automatically know something this ain't right. Something's wrong here. Like
Right,
I
right.
I did something that really screwed me up. I should not be out here right now. And the fact that you called the trainer to come get you is I'm gonna use a word that's concerning.
Yeah.
That's very
You
concerning
know, I
because
was doing some reading because I know last night you had said it looked like an oblique strain,
yeah.
and I found out earlier today that even if it's minor, right, it don't have to be severe. Even minor ones, you have to miss out some time automatically.
Even if it's good, he's out at least 2 to 4 weeks, and that's on the good side. So we don't know what level this is. If this is a level 3, because there's different grades. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. If it's a grade 2 or grade 3, he's done for, a couple months. Good thing you're not swinging a bat after today, but
Right.
I mean after the next couple days. But you know what I mean? If this was
Damn,
early
it
in the
would suck too. Like, let's say he does come back. I would love for that to not only happen for him, but for the Blue Jays, of course, to have, their guy in there right alongside Vladdy. But at the same time, it's like, damn, what if he rushes too soon and it's like, he
the
aggravates
reason
it or
the
something?
reason why you can't rush back is because those things tend to linger, and if you rush back too fast,
Now your off season is derailed.
now you might be at a point where your off season looks completely different, right? And then going into next year looks even more different than you would automatic. Because remember, he's also dealing with, oh my goodness, Jalen Brunson is down and hurt. Call timeout. Call timeout. This is not good. Call timeout.
I know your heart just dropped.
Call timeout.
Your heart just dropped.
Wow. Whatever it is, it's bad.
Damn.
First of all, he did the splits right there, so that looks like he pulled one of his groins. It happened again right here. Yep. Yep, that's the inside of his groin. Oh yeah. He's done for at least he's holding the back of his hamstring. He's done for at least 2 weeks. Easy. Easy.
At least it's only that, right?
Now we don't know if it's a groin. We don't know what it is, but he's holding like 4 different body parts right now. Oh, goodness gracious, man.
We got Blake in now for the Dodgers.
Oh my God, Chad, please, please don't, please, please, please. Oh yeah, no.
Y'all gonna be good, man.
Oh, yeah,
2 weeks. 2 weeks is not 2 years.
No, it listen, with him, it might be 2 games. Cause that dude, he comes back from injury. Fat Bo Bichette hit a rocket 6-5-1 Toronto. Could it be
Again.
6?
Again.
No. Bo Bichette with the rocket double.
Crazy, man. That he's coming through. He's coming through after being out for as long as he's been out for.
You know what he's also doing? He's making himself a lot of money, 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 money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
money.
that is true.
Because here's the thing: a couple teams are looking for a shortstop, and you know who's looking for a shortstop? The one who he's giving the beats to right now.
Yeah, you had told me that. You said you wouldn't be surprised if he ended up going over there.
What?
I kind of feel like that would be somewhat betrayal like, but like you said, it's a business at the end of the day.
Listen, the only betrayal is what my pocket's looking like at the end of this thing.
Ooh, that was just by Mookie. Good effort though. He tried.
6-1, 6-1. Are we headed for Vlad Torvitori, kids?
This is it. This is the Blue Jays game to win. They're up 5 runs, bro.
Listen, bro. If you blow this lead, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
They can. I don't think it happens. I think we go into game 5 tomorrow looking at 2-2.
Yo, game 6 and 7 are gonna be if it gets to a game 7, boy. Boy.
Yo, guys, actually, by the way, shout out to some of you who are here with us. We really appreciate it. Friday and Saturday, try not to go too crazy at night because it's looking like we're gonna have to be live those nights. So make sure you're here with us. Make your plans, I'm saying, but make them early,
Betrayal is your account after.
For real, Chad. Honestly.
Oh man, you talking, does? Oh man.
Damn.
Yo, this guy Jalen Brunson is a sicko. He just went down holding 7 body parts. He's walking back on the court right now with no limp.
That's crazy. Why not just sit out?
Because he's a killer and he doesn't believe in it.
Wow.
Now, he's going to pay for it in the morning. He might miss the next game. Depending on how bad this is, he might miss the next game. But Alejandro Kirk, I love him, bro. That little short dude, every time I see Alejandro Kirk, I think this guy's about to hit a nuke somewhere. Have you always had that hatred of Blake Trine and King Cash, or is that new? Was that like this year? Is that hatred new?
Ray says he'll be here for game 7 on Saturday if there is one.
I mean,
all right. Thank you for RSVPing early.
Got the virtual spot reserved.
Even though the seats here are unlimited. That's why we tell you guys to share it with, other people who you may know that are interested in baseball.
Yeah, tell them come through, man. Come from the gym. What's that? I respect it.
Sounds good, Chad.
I respect it. Yo, they going crazy in that watch party in Toronto, dog.
Right.
Don't go too crazy though. Don't go a little too crazy though.
Yeah, King Cash, Tanner Scott, that experiment makes just this 1 year alone makes you just want to get rid of the guy for good.
And here's the thing: you stuck with him for 3 more years, or like 18 billion per year.
Yeah.
Good
I,
luck with
I
that.
hope he finds it though, because Tanner Scott, when he's on, man, he's one of the game's best. But
Yeah, but
damn.
Tanner Scott also, this is the same thing that he did last year when he was in San Diego. He imploded in the playoffs himself. So it's not like this guy's pitched big in big moment. You got to understand where he got his money, right? Look at where he pitched: Baltimore, and then he went to Miami, and then he pitched on two playoff teams and imploded. So maybe that's just what and who he is at this point.
Wow.
I'm not trying to say that, but like the track record has to count for something at some point, right? Like maybe, dude, maybe this is just what and who you are now.
And also too, King Cash. Now listen, I'm on the outside looking in because clearly I'm not a Dodgers fan like you are. But why you can't be worried. You guys go through players like people go through their draws.
Not worried. I thought we'd always find a way to finish this away. It's part of the
Okay.
little conspiracy theory bag. I like that. Tinfoil hat bag. I'm a fan. All right, all right. Listen, I'm a fan of a good conspiracy theory. Don't get me started, brother. Please, I like that stuff.
You see that's some crazy confidence though by Dodgers fans. I respect it. Like your team is gonna win regardless, but you just don't know how, and that's the scary part.
And
The how part is what worries you.
that's part of no, but that's part of them knowing, yo, if we just keep doing this for a few games,
Right,
why
right.
can't we win the series? You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you, like we've been saying, Toronto's not like anybody else you played this year. This is a very different opponent that is up for the challenge. Most teams would have folded, and they came out here ready to smoke y'all boots tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Vladdy set the tone with that big home run. See, the one thing you admire about Vladdy Jr., Vladdy understands the moment. Like the one thing you got to at least admire about the dude is whether you like him, whether you think he's overrated, whatever you think the case may be, he gets the moment, right? A lot of people don't get the moment.
Yeah.
They get in the moment, they get scared, like, yo, can this happen? What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're right, but I also believe Toronto had a tougher
Road than
journey
you did,
to the
yeah.
World Series. Yeah. Chris Bassett is in right now for the Blue Jays.
Got Snell Yamamoto going. We good. I like that, dog. I like your.
So are you saying that you guys win tomorrow and it's a wrap on Friday? You checking that?
Oh, he talking hot.
I mean, that's what this understands, you
He
know.
talking spicy, 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 my boy.
Don't worry, King Cash. I could be your interpreter here on the show. That's what he means, folks.
Talking hot. Oh yeah, it's over Friday. Damn.
Well, let me listen. I have a rebuttal. Wow, that can happen. Stefan and I, on the
Wow.
other hand, we're hoping for a game 7 because we want to be able to chat with you guys
Nah,
for
yeah.
as long as we can, you know?
Dang, he said it's over on Friday with the ill confidence. Damn, dog. All right. Tell him how you really feel, my boy.
Yo, guys, we got a few of you in here right now. Hit the like if you haven't. It does go a long way. It helps with, random folks who are also baseball fans to have a chance to come across the content on the platform. Subscribe if you're new. I know we've been getting a lot of people in terms of those who are new, so make sure you definitely hit the thumbs up and also leave a comment too. Like if you haven't introduced yourself to us in the chat, like tell us, who you're a fan of. Damn, that's disrespectful. He said we do it in the 6 for the 6.
Damn. I like that though. Like that little swaggy little confidence talk. I'm a fan.
You know why? Why haven't we really had any performances. Like I know people sing the national anthems and whatnot, but last year you had Ice Cube. The Yankees had brought out Fat Joe. I thought they could have done better. No shade to Fat Joe, but
Which is why we're not doing it again this year because you brought out Fat Joe.
but why? No, but honestly, why are we not getting this though? This is crazy.
Why we not getting this? Because they brought out Fat Joe.
So you think Major League Baseball was like, nah, we just want no parts of any other performances?
If the best is all you got is Fat Joe, I think it's time to wrap it up, dog. Like, you couldn't get nobody else from New York. You had to get
honestly,
Fat Joe.
I would have preferred, and it's crazy too because I believe the Yankees have done work with A Boogie before, right? I would have been okay with A Boogie.
That's even the younger crowd.
You're not an A Boogie fan, maybe. That's why. I like A Boogie.
Nah, I like A Boogie. I like some of his music.
And also, too, listen, the captain, listen, that's the cosign right there. He walks up to the man's music.
That's the song you should have performed before the game.
Right.
Get everybody hype. A little hello. But he don't have a verse on that song. He just has the hook, right? Or he has a verse on the song.
The song is
Pop Smoke's
so he's
song,
featuring, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But does he have a verse? Nah, you can't bring out Jada. Too hood.
Nah, Jada got hits, bro. Did we forget what he did at the verses? Come on now. Let's not do a watch along to that, folks.
Listen, man.
He got hits, bro.
Speaking of verses,
Jada could have performed at least 2 to 3 records.
Speaking of verses, I'm going to ask one question. Young Money, did you think you was going to get away with a verses with no Lil Wayne? Are y'all out y'all minds, bro?
Yeah, I heard that wasn't too good. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, Cash Money got it easily. But then the very next day after it happens, I'm like, wait, what? It wasn't that easy for them?
Nah, no Weezy. They ain't bring out Weezy. Weezy wasn't there. Turk wasn't there. BG wasn't there. And then No Limit had Snoop. When Snoop came out, I was like, damn, son.
You saw it? You watched it?
Of course, I'm a hip hop head. Did I watch it? That's like saying, yo, what you mean?
I gotta remember, you be watching everything, bro.
Hell yeah, make him say, nah. I was a No Limit soldier that night.
I haven't heard that song in years.
Nah. Listen, the moment.
So are they bringing verses back now?
I think they did that special because it was at like a convention, but they've been looking at a few things to bring it back.
Yeah. Right.
They've been looking at a few things to bring it back.
You know what's one verses I would have enjoyed to see, and I don't know if they still do it, especially since Irv Gotti had passed away. But I would have loved to see a Murder Inc. versus G Unit versus.
That ain't never gonna happen.
I know. It might be a little too personal.
50 and Ja.
Yeah, I know.
No. But you trying to get somebody clapped on stage?
Yo,
B?
I mean, yo, Chad, you don't think that would have been dope to see? Would you have liked to see that stuff?
Of course, but it ain't never gonna happen.
G Unit versus Murder Inc.
You know what I'd like to see was G Unit versus Dipset.
Ooh, I like that. I think G Unit wins, especially if they could play 50 songs, like his songs when he was, at his peak. If you can do that, then I think G Unit wins.
First of all, the reason why you don't show up is because the bag ain't big enough. Wayne ain't showing up for no bag that ain't leaving the crib unless that bag says over like probably 30 mil, 40 mil. You better get that money up. I ain't leaving the crib for no verses if the bag ain't right.
True. And Wayne is probably still making a ton of money too.
Wayne's making crazy bread, and I don't mess with none of those Cash Money dudes. I'm not really cool with Baby like that.
Damn, I was a big Wayne fan in high school, bro. Big little Wayne fan.
It's just, but I think I'm not gonna perform with dudes I don't mess with, right? It's like I don't mess with you, so it's like I get it, but like I don't mess with you, so why would I perform? That's why that Dipset Locks versus. That's why the Locks smoked them. You don't mess with each other like that.
Nah, but going into that, bro, I swear, not only me, but I think going into that, the Locks were the underdogs, bro. And the way they just stomped on Dipset, bro, they made him look like nothing.
So that's it. No disrespect to you, because you ain't a hip hop head.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that's a hip hop head that got any type of like knowledge,
They would have
the
known the Locks had it.
what the Locks was
Yeah.
smoking these
I was
dudes.
hearing otherwise, bro. I was hearing a lot of Dipset chatter before.
I'm telling you right now, if you know anything about hip hop, the Locks were just the mixtape records alone. The Locks had these dudes smoked.
Right.
What? The moment you go to the Who Shot Your freestyle, nah, no way, no way.
Mm-hmm.
And Dipset has some joints, but you got to remember the Locks been
Really,
doing it.
Chad? Chad said he's not a big Wayne fan.
Nah.
So let me ask you this: were you a fan of? I understand the point on Wayne. What are your thoughts on Young Money? Because I'm a big Young Money guy.
See, but Chaz like me. He likes the bars.
Y'all prefer
so,
Cash Money?
yeah, no.
Ah, come on. I was more of a Young Moolah fan. What way do you used to say Young Moolah, baby?
Yeah, his money ain't so young no more.
Nah, they did for sure. They definitely. I feel like everyone who was actually there to see it live turned against Dipset, and it showed.
Because Dipset turned against themselves. The moment you played that, Dipset played their records wrong. You played the hits too early. The Locks had records, because the Locks got records for chicks. They got records for the dudes. You crazy?
Yeah,
What?
it was tucked away in the stash, just waiting for the right moment.
He wasn't a fan of Young Money either.
Damn,
yeah.
I respect it. I respect it.
You gotta understand, when you're talking to me and Chad, you talking to people that are like.
So I'm too mainstream for y'all. I get it. I can't sit with the cool kids when it comes to this hip hop.
We grew up I grew up listening to like NWA and like friggin' I had who else was on the like I had a bunch of.
All right, King Cash is my kind of guy. King Cash with the counter here. He says Young Money era was fire. Thank you, bro. Let these old folks know, bro. Help me out, King.
I hear you. I ain't mad at it.
Oh boy. Yo, we gotta come up with something, folks, because we got a 6-1 ball game here. This game 4 ain't all that interesting. So,
and the Knicks about to lose, so I'm kind of like, damn.
I mean, the good thing is we won't have to be on for as long, even though we're having fun chatting with you guys.
Nah, we won't have to be on for like 12 hours, which is cool. I'm a fan. Please holla at your boys. Like, that means I get to go enjoy the. He might have been safe. Hold on. He is safe. He beat that out. Yo, Ernie Clement is a monster.
Ooh, hit by pitch.
Can't feel good.
You really gonna let them score more here?
Cannot feel good.
I mean, at this point, you're not even giving yourselves a chance to come back if you wanted to.
Nah, you digging yourself a deeper hole.
Yeah.
And Ohtani pitched pretty well.
He did.
Considering, yeah. Hold on. He says, when you come up on Nas, AZ, Styles P, Jay-Z is different. It's difficult. Like, yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna be honest. So, out of those 4 people who you named there, the person who I listened to the most was Jay-Z for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it comes to a point too where like I like the first album I ever heard like when I was young was the infamous Mom Deep. So it's like when you grow up around the infamous, you grow up around dudes that are like heads that love this hip hop. They're not gonna just let you like anything. Like, you gotta understand, they were throwing Big Pun at me at like 10 years old.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, you're gonna like this. This is what we like. Big Pun, MOP, yo, Annie Up. My brothers used to play Annie Up before every football game they played, just to get each other hype running through a wall. Like, I can't like nothing that's not
right.
Bar. And the thing is with me, the younger I got, I actually started to write music myself. So what I started to find myself more attracted to was the lyricists, like the Jadakisses, the Styles, the like. That's why Young Banks to me.
I like a young Lloyd Banks.
Young Lloyd Banks had punchlines for days.
Mm-hmm.
What?
One of my favorite songs by Banks is "I'm So Fly." I'm
One of
so fly.
nah, yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
one of
nah,
my
you
songs by
nah
him, bro.
Banks, but Banks had a lot of
Beamer
stuff.
Benz a Bentley was fire
Was
too.
another one, right? But Banks had that type of records. I remember hearing Banks the
I
first
feel like
time.
lyrically, he was the best out of G Unit.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
I mean, I'm not really a lyrical guy, but
No,
if
he,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying that, then like ain't nobody can say
yeah.
otherwise, you know?
I'm gonna be honest with you though. There's one person that I'm like, damn, he kind of fell off the face of the earth for a minute. I was a huge fan of when he first came out. I was a
Cool.
fan of Shine, and I see what Shine, how his career just changed.
Hmm.
Shine had a bunch of smashes. Shine, but Diddy messed him up.
Oh yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. For a second, I'm like, wait, who's Shine? No, Shine. Yeah, Shine has some
Shine
records.
has some records where you like,
Yeah,
damn.
for sure.
Yeah, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same. Like the punchlines, it ain't, it ain't hitting like it hit when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sean deserved better. I agree.
for
Yes,
sure. I
for
felt
sure.
like earlier in his career, he was showing like some early signs of being that dude,
He was
like
about to
a
take it.
superstar.
He's
Yeah.
about to take it over, dog. Yeah. Like I think about this. Like if I
Oh, he's
heard,
talking about Max B.
yeah, I heard. Um, nah, hey, it's possible, but you can't let them score here because if they score here, that 5 runs you talking about is gonna be more like a pipe dream. But
Yeah.
I tell
Also,
you,
too, if you just go look, if you remember like how the first three games ended anyway, like the vibe of this game, you could pretty much wrap it up.
I tell you this right now. You know who I'm excited to see or I'm excited to hear from is Oh, yo, speaking of hip hop dollars, I don't mean to sidebar the conversation, but DJ Premier's executive producing 2 albums. Like if you know DJ Premier,
The
we
name
got
sounds
we
familiar.
got
Yeah.
one coming with Ransom on Halloween. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm y'all going on D&D for that project too. And then we got a Nas DJ Premier joint coming middle of November. So I'm like, okay,
Nas still making music.
still and it's still fire at 50 years old. And the thing is, Nas is rich now. So he's talking that rich talk. Ransom is underrated. I agree. I agree. If you from Jersey and you in here and you know about hip hop, Ransom is one of them.
I don't know who he is. I've never
He
heard of him.
he's nice. Ransom is nice. Premier and see, he knows. He knows. He knows what's up. Like that's 2 albums you put on D&D and you don't let nobody interrupt your listening process with the big headphones on. Word up. Sit there with the lights off and the door locked. Nah, he ain't a ballhead, bro.
Nah, bro. Don't get me wrong. I will say this though. There's
He
there's
ain't
a
a
lot of
ballhead.
songs that if I hear, somebody else playing in the background, I'll vibe to it. I'll bump to it for sure.
Nah,
But for
he
me myself to actually play it, nah. But I'm aware of certain things, like when I say it,
nah
but not
he
everything. I gotta be honest, because some
nah
of these things I
he
don't know about.
he you know it's crazy. Speaking of the locks, because we talked about them earlier, I found the Fiesta freestyle because I just scrolled on. I found it on Instagram. I put it on the story, and I remember yo Styles and Jade on that 2 man weave. That's not fair, bro.
Fiesta by R. Kelly.
Kelly and Jay Z,
I remember that.
Jada
They were
Kiss and
on that
Jada
beat.
Kiss and Styles went on that beat. That 2 man weave they put on there was
I haven't heard it. I remember Fiesta.
these dudes is that's disrespectful, son. Sky Zoo. Wait, he just dropped? I gotta go back and listen to that now because Sky's my guy.
See, this is the name. This is another name I don't know of.
Sky Zoo from Brook. Sky Zoo is nasty. Sky Zoo is nice. He's another one. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I like them TDE dudes. I'm a big Kendrick fan, but I love Doshi. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Absol.
Mhm.
You know, I like Who's the other dude from TDE that he just dropped? Oh damn, what's his name? Um,
There's maybe like only two people I like from TDE.
nah, there's another
Kendrick and
dude.
SZA.
Nah, Kendrick is nice, but there's another dude. There's Absol, there's Doshi, and who's the third dude, man? Dollars, help me out. You know all them names, man. Help me out. I like Larry June from San Francisco. Yeah, that album him and Two Chainz just dropped with Alchemist is crazy. Bass hit Mookie Betts. Hold on, the rally might be starting.
Let's see what they could get going. I mean,
Hold on now. J Rock is cool too. Oh, Schoolboy Q.
he
That's my
sounds
boy.
familiar.
Yeah, Schoolboy's nice. Yeah. Schoolboy. I like J Rock, but I'm a fan of Doshi. I like Absol, and I like Schoolboy Q. Yeah. Like I'm a fan of the dudes that like they get to it. I'm gonna be honest with you, my boy. I love Vince Staples too. You know who Vince Staples is?
Mm-hmm.
Vince Staples is my guy, man.
Yeah.
I heard. I'm kind of mixed. I'm not really. But I tell you one thing. In R&B, you like R&B, Ivan?
I don't really have much for R&B today. I prefer older R&B.
Nah, you know who you gotta go listen to?
But there's a couple of people, like, if you bring that vibe, I might check it out.
My boy Leon Thomas just dropped the EP that's kind of fire.
Right.
Leon Thomas, his last two projects are heat. Him, Lucky Day. Nah, yeah. I'm an R&B head, bro. The older I get, I still like my bar rap, but older I get, I'm my R&B.
The last R&B album that I would say I genuinely enjoyed was probably Trap Soul by Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller, yeah.
Yeah, since then I can't. I'm talking about an actual project. Like there's records that come out that I might like, but to focus on one body of work, it's been a while.
That last Chris Brown was fire. That 11:11.
Yeah.
Lucky Day, Absol, yeah, like yeah. Even Chad says Leon Thomas is fire. Yeah, Leon Thomas is good, man.
So he's an R&B artist.
What?
All right, I'm gonna check him out.
Since that EP,
I'll check him out tonight. Actually, after the show.
Since that EP dropped last week, that's all I've been listening to. Yeah. Yeah, nah. You gotta have good balance, man. You gotta have good balance.
Chad said R&B. You do that for the ladies.
Oh, you got to, dog. You got to. I also too. You know what I like doing too? I like listening to old school like Frank Sinatra and like some Dean Martin.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra. I'm not gonna lie. If my time in terms of being on earth was then as opposed to now, I think Frank Sinatra would have been one of my favorite artists.
Frank Sinatra still.
Bro, I bump his music not heavy now, but once in a while I'll put it on. Yo, he got a nice catalog.
Listen,
seriously,
there's a song that if you haven't heard,
if you only know New York, you gotta expand that ASAP.
You missing out.
You got bad records. Fly Me to the Moon is fire. Fly me to the moon.
That was Ty Frazier's walk up music. Yeah. Ty Frazier's walk up. Frank Sinatra got another joint. It's called "It Was a Very Good Year."
Yes, that song is fire. Yeah, it was a very good year.
So let me tell you a crazy story about that. They actually have him. He was like, he had to have been no more than like 35 at the time, making this song in the studio with the people that were like the live band in there with him. One of the craziest things I've ever seen, bro. Like going back, telling the band, yo, play this way, switch the hi-hat, yo, crazy.
Wait, there's footage of this?
There's footage of this. Yeah, I gotta send it to you.
I gotta see it. I gotta
send it to you. Yeah,
I gotta see it.
For sure.
Okay, I see the vibe when Chad is in the whip.
Nah, that's dope. Like seeing them go through the creative process of making, because it's not like you could punch a whole bunch of buttons.
It's not like today, right?
Right, like they actually had to get in there and play it, and you had to stop it down and then come back and crazy. Yeah, nah. Speaking of rally, that rally was short lived. No rally over here. You hit into a quick double play, dog.
Mm-hmm.
What's the pitching matchup for tomorrow? Is it Yamamoto? Is it who's pitching for the Dodgers? Is it Blake Snell?
Let's see. I'll tell you right now.
I think it's Blake Snell.
We got. Let's see. Tomorrow we got Savage and Blake Snell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Advantage Dodgers. Yeah. Nah, yeah. That's a good record. That's cool.
And Salada, really? What's that? That's a record
on the new Freddie Gibbs album with
Yeah?
Innocent Pack. Dope record.
That means salad in Spanish. he did that purposely.
He got a record called Ensalada Empanadas back to back.
What the heck?
You know what I mean?
He must have a thing for the Latino community or something.
Nah, I mean, and you wouldn't guess it because Freddie Gibbs is from Gary, Indiana. He's from Indiana.
Right.
Freddie's another one that on the low, he's nice. He don't get type of love. Speaking of ill R&B, Anderson .Paak, that boy is out of here. He actually does. Oh man. All right. Since we probably only gonna be on another 10 minutes, let's have fun. I gotta ask. If you can put your all World Series team together, you could pick 9 players from any generation to put on a field, to put on a team today. Who's your starting 9 and who's your starting pitcher?
Damn, that's tough. I could come up with most of it right now.
But they have to have played in the World Series though. They can't just be anybody's.
All right. I'm going Jeter at short.
Of course.
It's a given.
Of course.
I might surprise you with this one. Maybe not. But I'm going to go with Mike Piazza behind the plate.
Ooh.
He's played in one.
Oh, yeah, 2000.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Mike Piazza behind the plate.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man, this is tough. I don't even know, bro. I gotta actually think about this. I don't think I could do it on the fly.
So I got most of my roster. I could do. Go
ahead. You go.
Now. I'm going Derek in short.
Yeah.
I'm going Johnny Bench behind the plate.
Okay.
I'm going at third. I'm going Brooks Robinson. At second, I'm probably gonna go Joe Morgan. At first, I'm gonna go Albert Pujols. In center, I'm going Willie Mays. In right, I'm going Mickey Mantle. And left, I'm putting Mookie Betts in left field.
Mookie Betts?
Mookie in left field. My pitcher, if I had to pick one, I'm going with Bob Gibson as my starting pitcher. And back then, they didn't use bullpens like that. But if I had to pick one closer, I'm going Mariano Rivera.
I mean, that's by default. You can't go with anybody else.
That is my team. First, Johnny Bench at catcher, Joe Morgan at second, Jeter at short. Who was my third baseman? Matter of fact,
you said Brooks Robinson.
I'm not going Brooks Robinson. I'm going Adrian Beltre at third.
Okay, that's fair. I like that one.
Albert at first, you know what I mean? Behind the plate, Johnny Bench. My outfield is crazy.
I would also go Pujols at first, too.
Yo, Albert, yeah, bro. But then again, you could go a whole bunch of different ways, though, because you could say, like, you could put, like, Manny, Poppy,
There's a lot of guys that you miss out on from, because you got to go with one. It's tough.
Yeah, no. But that even if you built a rotation, you'd be here all day because you could go Bob Gibson, Jim Palmer, Roger Clemens, Pedro. You know what I'm saying? You could go a bunch of different ways. And Pedro at that point, when they won the chip, he was older. So imagine prime Pedro when
feel like actual prime Pedro was like what, the very very early 2000s, like
Yeah,
late
like
90s.
late 90s, like yeah.
Yeah,
You know it's crazy. Him and his brother played together for the Expos.
yeah, I know.
Ramon and then uh the other thing I would say, who's the manager? Because I already know who my manager would be off the rip.
Who?
Joe Torre.
Joe Torre?
Joe Torre is my manager. My bench coach is Don Zimmer. My hitting coach, I thought about this. You could tell I've thought about this. It took me a second to think about this. My hitting coach would probably be probably be because I've been thinking like
You
who.
don't gotta go that far. You naming
No,
the whole damn
no,
organization.
yeah, not like I want to see how far my brain could go. But I was thinking like, yo, I would put a whole 25 man with coaches and all that. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't like. Because here's the thing, I think we lose sight of how important those people are.
Mm-hmm.
Like we look back on those '90s teams.
Mm-hmm. And it's only gonna get worse as time goes by, because what we're starting to see with like the younger generation, and I can't believe, I'm saying that about ourselves, but
Son,
it's
that
the
means we
truth.
old. We old as
They
shit,
don't
dog.
they don't really care to,
Do the
take a few minutes
research
out
and
to do a couple, do some reading,
yeah,
maybe watch a couple of highlights.
yeah, it's true.
Not
Yo,
to say that they don't do it at all, but maybe very few.
remember when we were kids back in the day? We actually had to. You had to research. You had to be prepared. You had to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Man,
it's
I remember using floppy disk in school.
what?
Like that was how I used to save things. You remember
Yo,
that?
remember the hard drives we used to use for in
Yeah,
college?
I still have it. Yeah, I still got it.
Son, yo, we old
Yep.
B. We is
We
old
used to use
B.
that thing to record every single show. Chad, I know Chad could relate to that. Yo, Chad, you still got your flash drive with all of the cool vibe stuff on it?
He better.
Right? You gotta have that thing in shrink.
He better, yo. You better have that in the vault, B.
For real, gotta be framed or something.
Listen, nah, some of the stuff he played on Vibes, bro. I'm like, you know what I mean? Till this day, I might go snatch something out your vault, dollars. He was playing that fire back then.
Yeah, just to vibe out to it.
That fire back then. You know what's crazy is that you see so many like small free agent moves even when the series is not over yet. Like we see like small signings. And by the way, speaking of managers, Albert Pujols went for his second interview with the Padres. I think earlier today.
All right, baby steps.
So second round of interviews happened for him.
They're making strides.
My Ultimate Vibes episode was one of the best shows I've ever done. Do you have it? Is there somewhere I can find it?
I think so, because all we have to do is look him up on Mixcloud.
Yo, you know Mixcloud, the link is broken now. You can't even go on there anymore.
But maybe he got his own, maybe. So you talking about the actual radio station, right? I've tried before too.
I think this I can get it is crazy.
Yo, no lie, I would actually vibe out to like an hour of your show, bro.
Yo, you know what?
And I wasn't even into that music, but it was just, I don't know, just it's one of those things you got to listen to it yourself.
WKRB kind of messed up. There should be a YouTube page with all those archived shows and stuff that we did.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should have a YouTube somewhere where you could play some of this stuff for the newer kids that are coming in. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. How much?
Bro, if they would have had a camera rolling in the on-air studio back then when we were there, dude, man, I think we would have done numbers, bro. Yo, we were so diverse. You had Chad with cool vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You had us going crazy when we first created 27 Outs.
Oh yeah.
Sports
Talk
who else was
nuts.
Sports
Kendra.
Talk as well. Kendra. Lamarck's show was dope as well.
Tatiana had her own.
Tatiana, like, yo, it was crazy. It was like back-to-back bangers, bro.
Yo, them freeform Fridays, bro. If you know, you know.
Damn, man, the good days. Listen, I'm gonna be 50, 60 talking about this stuff, man. Those were some of the best days, man. Not to sound cheesy or to sound like I'm trying to BS or anything,
No,
but
but this
those
is
days, man, I would love to revisit it.
those days are why this show exists. Like
Yeah.
I I remember I remember me running into you in the hallway randomly. Yo, you seen that catch last night, bro? On the way to class, like, yo, I'ma see you.
Mm-hmm.
Like sickos, bro. Like nobody understands how much we love like this baseball. This baseball thing wasn't just something we discovered yesterday. That's how you know I could talk to this dude. We started having a conversation in depth about like teams' farm systems on like like a random Tuesday, and I was like, nah, we could do this, dog. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's not very many people you could talk baseball with like that. Where you could talk about the farm system, the GM, the this, the that, and I'm like, I feel like that you were the one person that when I talk baseball, it wasn't like watered down. It was like, all right, he understands
Yeah.
how this is supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're 3 outs away from this game ending. Here's the thing I'm gonna say. What a big boy response by Toronto.
They had to. They had to.
Not only did you have to, but here's the thing: you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Where most teams probably would have like, damn, though, we lost in 18 innings. Like, I'm tired. I ain't sleep well.
And we still in LA.
Know what I mean? Oh man, for a World Series, you gotta hunker down. You can't be going out. You can't be ordering no room service because they might try to put something in your food.
I mean, a lot of people are saying this is going 7 games. You even said it before we went live today.
I think so, bro. I think because I honestly I don't mean to say this like this. I just think it's a very evenly matched series. Like
Yeah,
even
it
though
feels like it.
yeah, like, even though a few of these games have been what they term blowouts, but both these offense could go shot for shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Blue Jays for actually proving me right. Because I had said that in the ALCS with the Blue Jays going up against the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was rooting for the Mariners. And shout out to the Blue Jays for obviously getting it done. But I was like, that Blue Jay offense, that's the last team left in baseball that could, give the Blue Jays, not the Blue Jays, but the Dodgers a headache,
That could go score for score with you, that could possibly outscore you one of these 2 of these games, and they've done it. Listen, and for all the criticism I've given Vlad Guerrero Jr., he stepped up. He put his big boy pants on.
Yeah. Still showing up, right?
Yeah. Also, too, it's just amazing how, baseball today is so different than back then. Because back then, I felt like they put teams together back then, and it feels like these 2 organizations have done that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to rally. We got to rally. We have a rally happening.
2nd and 3rd,
right
no
now.
outs. It would be nice if they get it, if they could actually get something going.
Listen, if we sitting here talking hot like the Blue Jays will run this game, hey yo, imagine the Dodgers.
No, if they blow this, if they blow this and the Dodgers win, the World Series is over tomorrow. Like if I play for Toronto at that point, why even show up? Wow, Jeff Hoffman is up.
He gotta get up. That's your closer, bro. Damn. He gotta get up.
He might actually come into this game.
1 home run is 6-4. You up? What's the
Tommy
saying?
Edman is up right now.
Tommy Edman's a nice little single away from it being 6-3 real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the saying? You might be up Ish Creek without a paddle. That's the last version. The last place you want to be is up Shit's Creek, dog. You know what I mean?
I think they get a run here for sure. I don't know if they come all the way back, but I think they do a little something here.
If you get 2 runs here with no outs and Tommy reaches, because all you want to do is to get it to the top of the lineup again with Mookie and look at the Dodgers.
Notice how King Cash never came back. I think he knows.
He dipped.
He knows the end is near.
Now this game just got interesting because now, what does it take for Jeff Hoffman to get in this game now? How many runs do the Dodgers have to score for you to be like, all right, big boy, I know you threw yesterday, but you got to get up again?
Well, the moment if two of them come in and it's a 6-3 ball game, now you're talking about a save situation.
Now he gets up and comes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he gets up and comes in. Yo, we went from 18 innings of heart attack drama to the Dodgers might actually be doing this again. And I'm not saying they do it, but I'm saying like,
All of these guys are probably just waiting for bad, man, honestly.
yo, it's
Like that
exhausting.
has to be like the only thing on their minds right now.
I mean, you can think about it while you're playing, but after the game, you're not even trying to talk to the media. Yo, I'm just trying to take a shower,
Yeah.
get something to eat, and go to sleep.
Only one.
One, but here's the thing:
6-2.
6-2, but you still got to run in scoring position. I'd bring in the closer right now.
Right.
I wouldn't wait to get to 6-3 or maybe even 6-4, and that was a rocket. If he's not positioned where he is,
Yeah, Tommy Edman was
he
hustling.
was flying. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, how many times you see a play? Because what if the throw is low or the first baseman bobbles the throw? Now you safe
Anything,
and now it's a
yeah.
rally.
Mm-hmm.
Kike, your job right now, if you're Kike Hernandez, all you're trying to do is just keep the line moving. You don't need a base hit. You don't need a walk is just good as a hit right now.
Because after him is Paez and then back to the top, right?
What I would do is I see what's on my bench, and I'm probably trying to try and I don't know
Pinch
if
hit
they
for
pinch
Paez.
hit for Paez, but I think about it.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Probably
I saw some Dodgers fans in the comment section earlier today of a random post. They were like, "Yo, why is this guy in the lineup still?"
yo, yeah.
Oh, it was a post about the lineups. That's what it was. They were showing the lineups, and Dodgers fans were complaining.
He was that pitch was right down the middle though, man. That might have been your pitch right there. Yeah, Paez and even Dave Roberts early in the series talked about. I thought about benching him for a minute. He doesn't look like himself. So if you thought about benching him, that means you see it too. It's not just the fans
Yeah,
that are observing this. And the one thing I don't like is like, why do you have to let it get it to a point where the player look like he's gonna be so ostracized that the fan base is done with him? Why do you let it get to that point? Like, why do you put that much heat on the player before you really? Oh, what a pitch!
he
Toronto's
got him.
1 out away.
Yep.
Now you know why this is good and bad. Jeff Hoffman doesn't have to come into this game if Varlin can lock this down, but he did get up and throw. So that means you got halfway ready, which means he was throwing meaningful pitches. How does this affect him going tomorrow? Because that means technically you would have thrown for 3 days.
Right.
You didn't throw on the mound in the game, but you did throw to get yourself ready to come into the game if needed.
You're prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder how this changes the dynamic of how Snyder uses him tomorrow. And the one thing that this Dodgers loss does do is it gives Roki the night off. Roki didn't have to get up at all. He didn't have to throw at all.
Yep.
There was no stress. So now Roki's fresh for tomorrow night. Like all this stuff plays a part because remember, so Friday tomorrow's what? Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah.
Off day Thursday, Friday, a game Friday and a game Saturday. Because so now all this starts to like add up. Like, oh damn, like this guy pitched 3 days out of 4. This guy pitched 4 days out of 5. Like,
Well, I think once if Saturday, ends up happening, it don't matter when you last pitched. You could have
Everybody's
pitched minutes.
available.
You could have last thrown minutes before the game began. You better believe you better
You're
be
ready.
available.
yeah.
For real.
By the way, how big was that out by Clayton Kershaw yesterday? That little ground that he got.
Right.
That in that moment, that felt big. By the way, he gets awarded third because he did the pickoff more. Yo, hold up now.
I think he'll be all right. I think he gets out of this.
Listen, just you whether you get out of it or not. Now there's more stress because now you give up a base hit. Now it's a 6-3 game. I mean, it would have been 6-3 regardless, but he scores easier now.
Yeah.
You gotta watch baseball to the end, man. You never know what you might see. You never know what you might be able to. You know what I mean,
Oh no. Could you imagine if he walks and then Otani comes up?
that's what I'm saying. Now you gotta put 4 fingers up. You better load them things.
Wow.
Load them things.
Oh. Oh no, that's the game. Well, there you go.
There it is.
It looked
Blue
good
Jays
for a
win.
brief second. For a brief second, it looked good.
Wow. All right, we're tomorrow night. We got a tied series, boys and girls.
Yep, game
Tell-
5.
Tell your friends to tell your friends, yo. I don't mean to be short and abrupt, but this was fun. Ivan, you know what I mean? You already know. Follow the socials around here somewhere. Just put that on the screen, bro, before we hop on out of here.
Yeah.
Put the socials up so the people can see it. You already know where to follow us. You know what I mean? Quick little bing, bing, boom. By the way, guys, we got a goal. We want to get to 250 by some point in the off season. So if you know anybody that loves baseball, help us reach our goal of 250. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Are we at 231 right now, I think?
yes.
Yeah, 231.
So we got 19 to go and we'll get there. But thank you guys for tapping in. This has been a watch along of Game 4 of the 2025 World Series. And we'll be right back here for tomorrow night's Game 5, which feels like it could make or break the series.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Same time, same bad channel. We ain't got to go home, but we got to get the hell up out of here. So peace, y'all.